Welcome to Elevation Nation with your hosts Sam Panich and Parker Yablon. Elevation Nation is a community focused on bringing together young adults who are elevating themselves and others every day. Each Thursday, we take 15 minutes to talk about what's going on in the real world and touch on all the great things that Elevation Nation is up to.
What's going on, Elevation Nation? It's August 13th. Sorry, it's August 16th, Sam. I can't believe I messed that up. What's going on, dude? Summer's coming to an end. How you feeling?
Feel like it just started, and I knew this was going to happen. It sucks. It's a bummer, but when you take 1 month of summer and go on tour with your best friend, speaking around the country, kind of digs into a lot of your summer plans. So June was a wash. July felt like flew by. That was the start of summer, holiday. Went to Savannah for 10 days. Now it's August. I don't know where the time goes. August, I'm traveling like crazy too. Experience camps to the Jersey Shore, to Milwaukee for work. We're all over, but summer has come and gone. And Parker, Fortitude and 15 prevails. We're back. Another episode. We got an interesting topic for today. I'm excited to dig into it with you.
We got a good topic for today. You're right about the tour. The tour is this summer. It almost feels like the tour was a long time ago at this point. So maybe it's been a long summer in my head. I don't know. I'm ready for the fall. I'm ready. A lot of big things coming in the fall, but we'll get to that in another conversation. Today's topic is all around a stat I came across, Sam. I want to talk about this, and we've talked about it a couple times on the podcast in the past, and I know people are probably feeling this, but they keep coming up, which means this is continuing to be topic of conversation. 80% of Gen Z say they felt lonely in the past year, despite being the most digitally connected generation than ever before. 80% say they're lonely. I want to talk about this because we live in a world today where more people want connection. More people are looking for friends. More people feel isolated. You look at the anxiety, depression rates, they continue to rise. People are lonely. I think, Sam, we live in this world where there's an illusion that has been created as a result of the internet, of social media, and we have this illusion that we're more connected than ever before. But yet people feel the loneliness they've ever felt before. Let's talk about this.
Well, I would say it's certainly a product of the environment of today's day and age and social media, having our phones on us at all times. But I'd actually argue, Parker, I felt my most lonely when I lived in the most populated city on earth. Maybe not on earth. Sorry, that's a wrong statistic. When I lived in a really busy city, New York, felt lonely every day. Even though I had plenty of friends, there were always people around. There was always something to do. There was a coffee shop, a bar, a park to go sit in. I felt so lonely. And I think loneliness, unfortunately, is a product of our mindset, typically more so than it is a product of actually being alone and in solitude. We feel that feeling of loneliness not because we actually are isolated, not because we can't pick up the phone and call somebody, not because we can't go and meet or be around people in a city or in the suburbs or at a restaurant or at a coffee shop, but it's because we have this feeling in our stomachs that makes us feel lonely. And I'll give you an example. Yesterday, worked out, had a great morning, and went back after about an hour and a half to check my phone, and I didn't get one text message on a weekend morning. And in that moment, even though I was with people, I was at a gym, I felt lonely. I felt like, this day is not going to be fulfilled. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be busy. Why is no one reaching out to me for plans, for things to do, to check in? And it triggered a sense of loneliness in my mind, even though I was in a crowded room of people. And so I think loneliness is a mindset that now has been brought to the forefront more and more as we have higher expectations of being constantly communicated with.
You make great points. I agree with you, and I'm I'm sorry you felt lonely. I didn't text you yesterday. Sorry, I was busy building a bed, and that took a long time.
That's
So
okay.
if I could have helped you, I would have. I think now too, and this is getting into a hypothesis of mine in some sense. It's like I agree with you that it is a mindset, right? You can walk out your door and get surrounded by people. You can go to a coffee shop. You can go to the gym, right? But just going somewhere does not move the needle when it comes to feeling less lonely. You have to step outside your comfort zone and say, hey, to a stranger once in a while, or try to pick up a conversation or connect with someone else. My hypothesis, though, is that is still very scary for many people. It's scary for me sometimes. I think we live in a society where culture is actually making it more scary to go and talk to a stranger for the first time. Pick up a conversation because you don't know what they're going to say back. They might judge you. They might think of something of you. You can talk to our parents. I mean, I talk to my parents all the time. It was so normal to just go out to a bar or wherever and just pick up a conversation with a stranger. Just like normal in their culture. But today, why would we do that? We have our phone. We can get those dopamine hits. I could stay in my apartment and watch the TV and do the activities that fill me up with joy. We're not avoiding these types of relationships and connections, Sam. I think our brains are like tricked by the illusion that it feels better to not push ourselves outside the comfort zone that you would have to do to go then talk to a stranger or connect with someone in real life.
Well, I think one of the reasons why we're so scared to go outside of our comfort zone is because outside of our comfort zone, I'm going to do a little analogy for you, Parker. Comfort zone, think of it as a bullseye or a target, right? Comfort zone is that little red dot in the middle. It's comfortable, it's warm, it's safe. There's another ring outside of that on this bullseye. That ring there is really more so the step outside the comfort zone that is probably expected, that's going to happen, that is reality. It's the going up to someone, striking up a conversation, and they talk back to you, and you have a great conversation. It's going and introducing yourself to someone, and you're okay speaking to a stranger. It's all the things that most likely 99.9% of the time are going to happen. Meet a new friend, have a good conversation. Maybe it goes nowhere. Normal, everyday societal shit. On the very outskirt, I'm thinking about like bullseye now and darts. There's that small, thin rail on the outside. It's a small percentage of the dartboard. That's the part that our brains think the majority of the dartboard is. It's the outliers. It's that small percentage of someone you go up to someone and they don't talk back. They just walk away from you. Or they say, why are you talking to me? Or I hate you. I judge you. You're disgusting. Go, right? But that never happens. That happens like 0.1% of the time. And so we have this false sense of reality in our minds where we think we're going to be judged, where we think we're going to look weird. I went to a new workout class with some people this weekend, and my buddy, he couldn't come afterwards to get a coffee with everyone, but I really wanted to meet all these people I just worked out with. They have this cool sense of community. He introduced me to two people. I was nervous. Within 20 seconds, everyone's talking to each other. Everyone's talking to me. We're having a great time. We're having coffee. Everything's good, right? People want to make new friends. They want to be friendly. People enjoy talking. They like meeting new people. But instead, our minds go in this crazy worst case scenario when that really never happens. And so I think that has led to the fear of going outside the comfort zone to broach our loneliness epidemic.
Yeah, it's, I think, a world where there's a lot of opportunity for people to bring more people together. If you're a community builder, for sure. I think as an individual, take the business side out of it. I think there's going to be more and more things that come up that may make sense for you to get involved in. You just got to go do it. And they're probably already out there to start. You just got to go out there and do it. And I speak for myself when it comes to that. I moved to a new city, Hoboken. I have my friends, but a lot of my friends don't live here. I have to engage the community in a new way and I want to be able to meet new people, and that's going to take stepping outside of my comfort zone. So, Sam, that is something that we're going to track over the next couple of months, and I know coming in for next year, same with you in some way. So, some real quick questions, fast fortitude for you, Sam. You ready?
Hit me, baby.
When was the last time you stayed home, you didn't go out, and you scrolled and you scrolled and you scrolled, and you knew it wasn't bad for you, and you almost like you were stuck in the Matrix?
Literally
Was
yesterday.
it recently? Oh, wow. Okay. Did you feel like, I know you probably felt poisoned. Oh, I can't
I felt
get
like
out.
shit.
Oh, this is. Yeah, you probably felt not very good. Not like you were sick and then doing this. You were doing this, which then made you feel like shit.
I had a busy weekend. Sunday rolled along. Rainy day in DC. I had no plans. I had nothing to do. My plans that I was supposed to have fell through. Slept in until about 9. Went, made some coffee, laid on the couch, read a book that an elevator sent us. Got through about 50 pages. Made some lunch. Watched some Game of Thrones. I then started a new art project, Parker, that I've never done really art before since like middle school. Bought some art supplies. I'm actually really proud of it. Looks sick. I'll send you pictures. Did that for like an hour. Went back to reading. Still had like 7 more hours in the day to go. I was like, I am going insane. I'm so bored. Scrolled on TikTok for God only knows how long. Almost made me delete the app. I got so sucked in. I was like, this is horrible. This is making me in a bad mood. Why do I keep doing this? Yeah, it was a shitty day. I felt like I felt pretty bad about myself.
The test I do when I find myself in the matrix of the internet, particularly TikTok, and I remind myself this, is if I can't remember the last video or the video before that and what the video was about, I'm like, all right, I'm done. Because then I'm like, wait, what's the point of this? And oftentimes, Elevation Nation, when you're scrolling, try to do that as well. Like, scroll, do your thing, and then literally try to remember what you just watched a video ago or 2 videos ago, and I guarantee you it's going to be a lot more challenging than you think.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. All right, Parker, when was the last time that you, as someone who lives with another human being...
I tell JJ all the time, JJ's my wife, and I say, the winter months are really hard, dude. They are. You feel lonely because in New York and in our area, like, we work from home. And if you don't really push yourself to go outside, connect with people, for me, it was going to the gym and playing basketball. That's when I picked up basketball a lot, Sam, during the winter. It can feel really lonely because you're not getting that interaction, you know, that you get during the summer and the good weather months. So last winter was hard, dude. It really was. And to me, sometimes, like, the virtual meetings and all of that, like, oh, you're connecting with people, but it's not something that I enjoy. Like, oh my God, I'm getting personal. I don't look at it that way. Like, that's not human connection. That's a meeting with an agenda and get something done. So yeah, dude, back to the winter. I tell JJ all the time, like, that's why I'm so happy we have a new space. Where I don't have to sit in my little box, and once I'm done at my one part of the box, I have to go to the other part of the box and go sit down, and then I can look at where I just was the whole entire day. Now I can go up and down, at least, of my box that's a little bit bigger. But yeah, dude, it's hard. And so, the next couple months are, maybe I won't be lonely at all from the sense of people interaction, because there's going to be a lot asked of me over the next couple months, but maybe lonely in my other endeavors, like entrepreneurship endeavors. Maybe it's my work endeavors. Maybe it's my hobbies, right? Like, and friends, because that's going to be deprioritized. And so that changes. I'm excited for it, but certainly. But yeah, I'll call it back to winter, dude.
Loneliness, I think, is not something that goes away. It ebbs, it flows, it comes, it goes. And for the next generation of people to feel so lonely, I don't want them to also feel bad for themselves. We're all feeling lonely at some points in our day, at some points in our week, in our month, in our year. What I would encourage you all to do is find those ways that you can feel connected. whether that's calling a friend and actually connecting with them, or if you just need to be around other people that are buzzing in the energy of them by going to a coffee shop. The worst thing you can do when you're lonely is to stay isolated, to stay by yourself. And so I just want to encourage all young people out there that are feeling a little bit lonely that you aren't alone. And we're here for you. All right, Elevation Nation. Until next week. Peace.
Thanks for tuning in to Elevation Nation. If you enjoyed our conversation, hit that subscribe button to get notified when we release a new episode. If you would like to join Elevation Nation or get more information about the nation, please visit our website at www.elevationnation.io. Until next week, Elevation Nation, peace.